You are listening to the Standard News Podcast, July 5th edition. This week's headlines include Laurie Scott, Peter Bethlenfalvy named members of Priemer Ford's cabinet. Scugog instructs Councillor Kett to pay the township for mileage claims deemed personal use. Betty Somerville throws her hat in the ring for mayoral job. The Mites are on a roll, and Uxbridge City Council says goodbye to Roxy Kids.
Laurie Scott, Peter Bethlenfalvy, named members of Priemer Ford's cabinet. Dan Kearns, The Standard. Kawartha, Uxbridge. Haliburton, Kawartha Lakes, Brock MPP Laurie Scott, and Pickering Uxbridge MPP Peter Bethlenfalvy were named members of Ontario Premier Doug Ford's cabinet on Friday, June 29th. The same day Premier Ford was sworn into office, MPP Scott was named Minister of Labour. "I am honoured to be joining cabinet as the Minister of Labour," Ms. Scott said in a press release. "My colleagues and I are looking forward to getting to work for the people of Ontario. Thank you to the people of Haliburton, Kawartha Lakes, Brock for giving me the honour of representing them." Ms. Scott was re-elected as the riding's MPP in the provincial election in June, garnering 56.73% of the votes cast within the riding. As well, the Pickering-Uxbridge riding's first MPP, Peter Bethlenfalvy, was named President of the Treasury Board. "It is a great honour to serve as the President of the Treasury Board in Premier Ford's cabinet. I look forward to working for the people of Ontario in this role. Let's get to work," Mr. Bethlenfalvy wrote in a tweet on his Twitter account. After receiving a total of 22,447 votes in the June election, Mr. Bethlenfalvy won the job as the Pickering-Uxbridge riding's MPP.
Look, up in the sky!
It's a bird!
It's a plane!
No, it's the Standard!
It's what?
It's the Standard newspaper serving Durham Region and the city of Kawartha Lakes. For all your local stories and much more, pick up the Standard today. Call 905-985-6985 or visit www.thestandardnewspaper.ca. Read it today.
Scugog instructs Councillor Kett to pay the township back for mileage claims deemed personal use. Scugog. The Township of Scugog has instructed Ward 3 Councillor Don Kett to reimburse the municipality in a little over $2,430 for mileage claims, deemed to have been for personal use. At a meeting on Monday, June 25th, Mayor Tom Rowett presented the results of his review of Councillor Kett's expense records. In his report, Mayor Rowett recommended the Finance Department invoice Councillor Kett in the amount of $2,430.29 for all mileage expense claims that have been submitted to his personal residence from the Scugog Municipal Building and any other mileage deemed personal use. The recommendation also gave Councillor Kett 30 days from that meeting to pay the full amount. After review of the mileage claims, the Township Guidelines Policies, and the Federal Government Taxation Guide T4130, it is my conclusion that Councillor Kett cannot claim for mileage between his house and the municipal office. It is also my conclusion that these claims are to be repaid by the councillor, read Mayor Rowett's report. A copy of a 2014 email from then-Treasury Trena Debrurian was attached to the report. In previous discussions with the Canada Revenue Agency about this issue, travel to your place of work is not mileage to be claimed for reimbursement. Therefore, travel to the municipal office or another municipal facility for work-related meetings will not be a reimbursable expense, the email read. Mayor Rowett stated council mileage claims must be considered from the place of employment, in this case the municipal office, to wherever the councillor is going to conduct their duties as a councillor. In December, following a deputation from former Councillor Howard Danson regarding his concerns with the numbers in Councillor Kett's annual expense disclosure reports, Scugog passed a motion to have Mayor Rowett conduct a review of the Ward 3 councillors' expenses. The motion also called on the mayor to report back in February. However, Mayor Rowett explained at the June 25th meeting why the report was late. "I want to apologize for the tardiness of this coming back. I did have a report ready for the end of February, but in my final discussions with Councillor Kett, he brought up some other discrepancies, so it took a great deal of time to investigate them," Mayor Rowett said. In early December, the township confirmed Councillor Kett paid the township back $1,189 for double billing for attending Kawartha Region Conservation Authority KRCA meetings.
Betty Somerville throws her hat in the ring for mayoral job. Dan Kearns, The Standard. Scugog. Betty Somerville, Scugog's current Ward 1 councillor, will challenge Bobby Drew for the role of Scugog's mayor in the 2018 municipal election. Councillor Somerville, who threw her hat into the mayoral race, was one of the recent people who filed to run in the election in Scugog. In April, Bobby Drew, Scugog's current regional councillor, announced she was running for mayor. Wilma Watton, who currently holds the Ward 4 councillor position, will be running for regional councillor in the election. Meanwhile, there will also be a race for the Ward 4 councillor position, as Brock resident Tara Lynn Mappin and Caesarea resident Christopher Turner have both filed to run for the councillor seat. In addition, Scugog Island resident Angus Ross has filed to run for the position of Scugog's Ward 3 councillor. Ward 2 councillor Jenna Guido and Ward 5 councillor Jennifer Back are both running for re-election in their wards. At the regional level, 4 people have filed to run for the position of regional chair. They include current Mayor of Oshawa John Henry, Durham Region Policeman Tom Dingwall, Mohammed Asin Sa'i, and former Mayor of Clarington, John Mutton. On the school front, George Baxter has declared his intention to run for the position of North Durham's trustee at Durham District School Board, and Tim Robbins has signed up to run for North Durham's trustee at the Durham Catholic District School Board. Roger Bredoux is running to be a French separate school board trustee, and Anna Karina Ruskowski is running to be a French public school trustee.
Technical foul.
North Durham Sports.
The Mites are on a roll, by Laura McKelvey. Since the Berry Bash in early June, our Port Perry Angels have been on a hot streak. They defeated the Coburg Junior Angels 9-2 on June 12th, defeated the Aurora Diggers 9-2 on June 14th, and held on to tie the Coburg Junior Angels 7-7 on June 19th. So far this season, our Mites are 4-1-1. The last 2 weeks, the girls have been practicing hard for the NYWSL Pan Jam tournament in Ajax at the Sportsplex, June 7th and 8th. Here, they will take on 2 new teams they have yet to face, the Vaughan Vikings and the Napanee Express. Our Mites took a break from the bats to show some sass in their team photo, introducing our starting lineup. Number 7, Caitlin, leadoff. Caitlin shows her speed as our leadoff hitter. She excels in every position she plays, from first base to third to short. And she is also putting in some time on the mound. Number 8, Kaylee, utility player. Kaylee can play anywhere, from pitching to catching, and playing the field. As our 4th batter, she's already got 4 home runs. Number 10, Jocelyn, best sportsmanship. Jossie brings a cheerful attitude to the diamond, always encouraging her teammates. She loves catching and can scoop anything coming at her behind the plate and in the field. Number 12, Darcy, team player. This is Darcy's 2nd year playing Mite. She loves playing second base and being part of the team. She's always looking out for her teammates on and off the field. Number 13, Sam, the newbie. New to the team and baseball, Sam has worked hard all season long to improve her skills. She's already got her first hit of the season and is being introduced to playing second base. Number 14, Kay, natural leader. Kay was born to lead on and off the field. She's always willing to lead drills and warm-up. Her first love is playing third base, and she's got the arm to do it. Number 15, Julia, the veteran. This is Julie's 2nd year as a Mite. She favors first base, but with her arm, we play her at third, too. Julia is also developing as a pitcher. Number 20, Aaliyah, most improved. Being the smallest and youngest at only 8 years old, Aaliyah has come a long way since our winter training. Her throw and her swing will impress you. Number 21, Madison, most dedicated. At only 8 years old, this is Madison's 2nd year as a Mite. She loves playing second base and is eager to learn to pitch. Number 26, Bree, natural athlete. As a first-year catcher, nothing gets by Bree at the plate. She has also grown to love playing first base, and she has woken up her bat, batting .00 in our last game with 3 hits. Number 27, Lauren, cheesiest smile. Lauren brings lightheartedness and laughter to the team. When she's not behind the plate catching, she's in the field catching. Number 88, Isabel, bringer of heat. As our starting pitcher, Bella brings the heat. And watch out for her drop ball. Off the mound, Bella shines at shortstop. All the best to all of the Port Perry Angels playing in the Pan Jam tournament. The Mites return to Carolyn Best for their next home game on Wednesday, July 11th at 6:30. See you there. Uxbridge City Council says goodbye to Roxy Kids. Cassidy McMullen, The Standard. Uxbridge. Uxbridge City Council said goodbye to the Roxy Kids in Action program at the City Council meeting June 25th. The Council thanked Kathy Christoph for running the 21-year-long youth volunteering program in Uxbridge. Your efforts have inspired generations of young people to embrace volunteering and giving, and that is perhaps the greatest legacy you leave behind, Mayor Malloy said. You have our respect and our gratitude for 21 years of outstanding community service. I don't think she's going to stop, Mayor Malloy said. I think she's going to find another direction for sure. Roxy Kids volunteer in the community, help with the Good Stuff sidewalk sale to raise money for local charities, sell popcorn at the yearly Elgin Park Canada Day event, make blood donor cookies, participate in parades, community cleanups, and paint windows at Christmas at the hospital, and more. Ms. Christoph started the program as a way to engage youth in the community and has been involved from there, so the program may become what many residents know it as today. It has raised thousands of dollars for local charities, according to Mayor Malloy. While Ms. Christoph is retiring from Roxy Kids, she said she plans to continue to be engaged with the community in a less intense way. Grace Riseborough, 14, was at the City Council meeting with the other Roxy Kids to hear the goodbye. Ms. Riseborough started at the end of last year because a friend was in the program and she thought it would be a good thing to do for her community. I like when you help people and you feel good helping out other people, shared Ms. Riseborough. She said she found out at their last meeting a couple weeks ago that Ms. Christoph was retiring, and as a result, Roxy Kids was too. I was upset, Ms. Riseborough said, about when she heard the news. It was such a good thing, but nothing can last forever. Ms. Riseborough said she planned on still pitching in the community and finding new opportunities in which to volunteer. That warms your heart when you see it pay itself forward, Ms. Christoph said. She told the audience she had heard from past Roxy Kids they were starting up their own youth groups around Canada and how these experiences had stayed with them. Ms. Christoph thanked the kids, parents, family, and other volunteers for helping to make Roxy Kids in Action possible.
For more local news, visit www.thestandardnewspaper.ca. The Standard Podcast was produced by Greenstream Studio. Visit www.greenstreamstudio.ca for all your multimedia production needs.